Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a February and March favorites video. Kind of like empties slash what are my favorites slash what I've been using a lot, kind of reaching for the most. So let's just get right to it. First and foremost is foundation. I am loving this foundation. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in the shade Olive. So I have received this from Octoly and I've just been loving it ever since. Like I use it most of the days. And I even mix it with some of my other foundations. Like I do mix it with the Fenty sometimes just because the Fenty is so thick. So if I need that extra coverage, like right now that I'm breaking out and I have like a lot of imperfections, I do mix it in with the Fenty. Just a dab of Fenty though, because Fenty's like a little bit too much for me. It's honestly one of my not so favorite like formulas. Anyways, moving on. So the next thing I love right now is the Tarte Lifted Mascara that I was sent with all those goodies about 2-3 months ago. I absolutely love this stuff. Like I just feel like it really lifts my lashes. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm actually going to talk about my lashes for the next product, but I freaking love this stuff. Like I did do a video using it and I was just blown away by it, and I've been using it and reaching for it a lot since then. Also in mascaras is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. So I use this in I think my last Instagram video that you guys saw, maybe like 2 videos ago. I don't really know how long ago it was, but I absolutely love this mascara. So it just adds twice as much volume. Like I remember thinking when I first used it, this isn't that great, and I used it back in like October for my full face first impressions after Gen Beauty. Like I got it at Gen Beauty in I think my swag bag from the cocktail party. So I have just been loving it lately. Like I reached for it one day and I was like, holy crap, I forgot how amazing this is. So I am loving these 2 mascaras. This kind of gives you a little bit more of a long, wispy, dramatic, but still volume lash, voluminous, whatever. And then this gives you just like bold, lifted, just absolutely full lashes, which I'm absolutely in love with. So for mascaras, definitely these 2 are must-haves. Like recommend 100%. Check them out. I think this is a $20 mascara and this is like a $30 mascara, but so freaking worth it. Next are the lashes I'm wearing. So this is the Center of Attention pair of lashes from Tarte Cosmetics. This is from their Tarte Pro lash line, and that's kind of what I'm wearing now. Well, not kind of. That is what I'm wearing right now. So as you can see, like they kind of start off small and then they flare out almost like a cat eye, but they're just so freaking pretty and they're light. They don't feel heavy. I just feel like they make everyday glam that much more glam. Like I went for this natural look. Like this is actually the Tarte Toasted palette, which was a close, it was like an honorable mention for my favorites, but I didn't, it's not included. Spoiler alert. But I definitely love the way they look. I think I reach for these lashes more than any other lashes, aside from my Starlet lashes from House of Lashes, which I actually just ripped. I think I wore them like 10 times before I destroyed them. I'm not happy about that. But luckily I have a backup pair. I just haven't opened them up because I know they're my last pair and I don't want to ruin them. But moving on, let's skip the sorrows. This is an empty and I am waiting. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure this video is going to go up way later, but the 21 days of sale from Ulta. Is that what it's called? 21 days of sale? 21 days of sale this is of the Bare Minerals Prime Time, and I think I mentioned this before in one of my favorites videos, and it's continued to be my favorite, and it's empty. Like I'm out, and I've been saving this. Like there's a little bit right there, but I've been saving this just so I can do kind of a favorites, and I think I was going to include it in my last like 2017 favorites, but I misplaced it, so it's going in this favorites. Anyways, this stuff's amazing and it's going on sale for the Ulta sale, so I think I'm going to stock up because it's just so freaking wonderful. I did learn a trick about primers that I'm going to test out. My friend Hope told me that she learned from Lipstick NYX class, and I'm dying to try it and see how it works out for me, so I can let you guys know. But yeah, this is one of my favorites, like all-time favorite primers. I do have like other primers that I love, but I still go back to this one, and I'm so sad I'm out, and I'm so happy that it's on sale for the 21 Days of Beauty sale. 21 Days of Beauty, that's what it's called. Anyways, so I'm excited about that. Moving on. This is something that I was sent as PR from a firm. So I was sent a package of like random brands, and it was like Burt's Bees, the Erborian, John Frieda, just a bunch of random brands, some I'd never even heard of, which was kind of refreshing because I liked that I was being introduced to new brands. And included in those brands was this brand. This is Erborian. I think it's how you pronounce it. It's like a Korean beauty. It is cruelty free, so don't attack me. I know some people like to call me names because I use K-Beauty, but chill, okay? Anyways, this is the cleansing water, 07 herbs. I don't know, but this stuff is actually incredible. I've been using this to clean my eyes almost every single night. Like, I will reach for this first, and then I will just, you know, use a Q-tip to kind of get along the lash lines for like the lash glue that gets left. I'm just such a fan. I've been using this for what, 2 months? I think I got it 2 months ago, and as you can see, a little goes a long way. I think I only go through 2 of my little thingy pads. I don't know what they're called, but I love this stuff. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm not 100% sure where this is sold, but I do know that this brand is kind of blowing up. Like, there's another product that I really like of theirs, but I haven't reached for it enough to be like, oh yeah, that's my favorite, because then I'd be lying to you guys, you know? Moving on. So next up is another item that I actually received back in fall when I went to Gen Beauty New York, and I think I was gifted this at Creator Day, I think. So Soko Glam is kind of like a Korean beauty shop that sells all these different brands. I'm almost positive. Do not quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's where this comes from. But this is from Earth's Recipe, so that's the brand, but I'm pretty sure it was supplied by Soko Glam in our goodie bag. And it's the Stemwater cleanser. It says the sticky formula whisks away everyday impurities. And it's a face cleanser, and even Jessie is absolutely loving this stuff. Like, this stuff, it's not heavy, and it feels like it's actually stripping away everything. It doesn't leave your face with like that tightness feeling when you wash your face and you're like, oh my god, my face feels clean, but it feels really tight, like almost like it's astringent. Is that the right word? But yeah, this stuff is incredible. It's so light on the face. It feels like it's cleaning. It smells wonderful. Like, it feels like it moisturized your face while cleaning it, and I absolutely love that. Like, I'm so sad. I have no idea what it says in the background, so if you can read Korean, please let me know. Like, screenshot this and, I don't know, translate it for me. I don't know what it says, but I'm assuming it says something good because it's absolutely wonderful. And like I said, I'm kind of sad when this is about to run out, because this is about to run out. We just started using it maybe a month or 2 months ago and have just been loving it ever since. So I'm really excited to see if I can get some more after this, or maybe, like, I don't know. Okay, moving on. So I want to talk about I want to talk about one item that I don't know if I've talked about in my videos from before, but this has been a favorite since, I think, last year. Yes, so I think it's as a favorite from last year. So I was looking for an affordable way to wash my brushes, and I posted in like these online makeup groups that are knowledgeable. You know, I like to get advice from different people because, I mean, the makeup community is huge and they all have different techniques. And one of the most popular suggestions was Dr. Bronner's, and a very specific Dr. Bronner's. This is a Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Soap, and this is the Unscented. Unscented, where to say that? Okay, the 18-in-1 Hemp Baby Unscented. So this is actually an empty bottle. This is a full 32 ounces, and I have been using this since last summer, I think it is. I think that's when I bought this, but this lasts me about 4 to 6 months depending on how often I wash my brushes. I do have a small one because I asked for more for Christmas, and of course they came through. So I mean, once I go through this will probably last me about 2 months, maybe about a month and a half. Yeah, probably about 2 months. And I mean, if you guys have ever seen my Snapchat stories, I'll wash a lot of brushes at a time, like almost 100 brushes. Ridiculous. Don't always love it. But anyways, so this stuff is, I think, $15 at Target, and it is amazing. It's not harsh on your bristles, and what I do is, if it's a really hard to wash brush, like my foundation ones can sometimes get a little bit too packed. So sometimes my foundation brushes can get like really just like grimy the inside. And I only use my foundation ones about twice, 3 times a week, depends on how careless I am with where I leave them. Like if I find it on the floor, I won't use it again, so I'll switch to another foundation brush. So I go through a lot of foundation brushes, which is probably why this goes through so fast. But what I do is add a little bit of EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. So olive oil is what it breaks apart the grease, and that is what breaks away at the foundation. So you add a little bit of oil, the oils will break up the foundation, make it easier to clean, and the soap kind of just like refreshes, it cleans it. Absolutely love it. Most recently, because I was out of EVOO, I did use dish soap mixed with this only on my foundation brushes, like on my regular eyeshadow brushes. It's absolutely wonderful. Like all my brushes are just so freaking clean. I don't ever have to worry about going through them again. I am just a huge fan of this stuff. And like I said, this one here was $16, and you get a lot of freaking uses out of this. A lot. So I am a huge fan of this. I did do a mini Instagram video that I will link down below, kind of showing you it in the act. And then I have 2 more favorites. So first and foremost, I think I got this about 2-3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago when it first came out. The reason why I bought it was because it was a formula that I'd never been able to afford and still cannot really afford. So what I did was I purchased the mini palette of the Natasha Denona. So I have done an Instagram tutorial on this. I haven't done a full video, but look at these shades. Like these are absolutely wonderful and like so freaking pigmented, even for the mattes. I can't get over this palette, and I actually keep it in my makeup bag now. Like it doesn't leave it, because there are days when I completely forget to do my makeup. Okay, I don't really forget, I just sleep in, or I don't put on makeup in the morning before I go to work. And I like to add this kind of nudish shade in my just crease here, so it adds some dimension, so I don't look like The Walking Dead. So yeah, this is amazing. This is $25, and when I saw this, I was like, there's no way that's really $25. And Natasha Denona was like commenting on her Instagram post. She's like, yeah, it's $25. And it is tiny. Like, let's compare it to the Modern Renaissance palette. So this is Modern Renaissance, and this is the Natasha Denona palette. So basically, you're getting 4 Modern Renaissance Anastasia eyeshadows for the price of half of Modern Renaissance. So that is kind of what the size comparisons look like. I think the quality is amazing, and it does say a lot about the price. So of course you get what you pay for, and they were just a dream to blend. Like I could not believe it. So pigmented. I didn't need to wet my brush for the metallics. It was just absolutely wonderful, and I think it's a must-have, especially if you've never tried the Natasha Denona formula. I would say start there, then work your way up. Like me, I'm already like, okay, I'm gonna save a little bit from this check and a little bit from this check so I can get the Sunset palette or the Tropical palette, because those two look amazing. Like, and the formula really is incredible. I just can't afford them because it's like $130 for a full-size Natasha Denona palette. Last but not least, let's talk about, you guys already know, you guys expected this, and if you didn't, are you kidding me? Come on. Is the Blood Sugar palette. So this baby, Blood Sugar, is perfection. So I know the case is bulky, but I just absolutely adore it. Like, I adore everything about this. I think I've done 4 tutorials on this palette now, and I mean, it's just the most perfect color scheme. I am living for it. I have just been playing with this non-stop. It's just a dream palette for me. Like, even though it's a lot of reds, I'm just so into the reds and berries. Like, if you check my Instagram, then you'll see that I've been using a lot of color, and I'm just all about that life right now. And this palette is wonderful. Like, it's incredible, and I know you guys have seen my tutorials on Instagram. If not, then I'm so sorry, but like, this one is my favorite shade, this one's my favorite shade, this one's my favorite shade, and this one's my favorite shade. Like, those are amazing everyday shades. So I had to do my swatches wonky because I had the top one. That top one there is Natasha Denona. So these three and this here are swatches of the ones I just like went like this too. But I absolutely love this. This is a $52 palette. It's just, I think it's going to be amazing for spring and summer as well. Like that pink I played with, and I just fell in love with it. But it's kind of the star of the show, the star of my favorites. This is kind of everything that I love so far. I think there's like a little bit more, but it's kind of whenever I have to do these videos or whenever I, you know, try to gather things up, either they run away from me, like they know I'm about to like put them on blast, or I don't know. So this is everything that I knew I must have. Like I had to have the bare minerals to talk about, and I had to have this one because those are two of my empties, and I was like, you know what, they're my empties because I go through them so often. And like that Dr. Bronner, this is my third one. I swear it's good. Anyways, yeah, that's it. This is my favorites. These are my favorites from February and March because I did my last one in January, and I want to do them kind of every 2 months, 3 months, just kind of depending on when I have more than 2 items or 3 items. Like I don't want my favorites to feel forced, and I feel like I don't get to experience enough in a month to say, yeah, that's my favorite. So I figured 2 months was good. I got to play with these a lot. Some of these were, like I said, last year's favorites. Some of them were things that like just, I mean, the more and more I played with them, the more I fell in love with them. Like the mascaras, I, until recently, never really saw a difference in mascaras. Like I was like, that's mascara. What else can you say about it? But no, like there is a difference. There's one hell of it. So that was it. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm RLQ.Rosie on Instagram. That's Running Lipstick Queen. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. If you don't like this video, please walk away, pretend it did not happen. But I will see the rest of you in the next video. Bye.